Elsa is a monster hunter. She grew up being trained in that by her father, Ulysses Bloodstone, who is this revered ancient monster hunter. And we find her at a point now where she is kind of between two worlds. She doesn't know whether she still wants to be involved in that, and she has dissociated from her family and her father and all of that world for quite some time, and is now coming back to it and is trying to find herself within that context, I think. And so that's a really relatable aspect of her character to me, because I think that as we all grow up and mature, we find ourselves in these positions sometimes where we've got to, straddle who we were and who we want to be, and we're trying to figure out how to get there. So I thought that brought along a lot of vulnerability to her, and a lot of humanity that I was really interested in exploring. Her look is very practical. She is in leather and jeans and boots and gear that she can go on a monster hunt in. And I loved that whole thing because it was very practical. I was able to really move in it. It was, I was able to do my stunts, and it was really comfortable. And I think my favorite thing about her are the little streaks of color that I have in my hair. I wanted to keep them, but I wasn't able to. We had a surprising amount of fun as a cast on that set for something that we were filming that was really quite dark and scary, and we just had a huge number of laughs. I mean, we had a lot of scenes, or good few scenes, where it was all of the cast in together, particularly towards the beginning of the shoot, and so we'd all be there just feeling kind of like we were part of something really special, and we just laughed a lot. Everybody was really lovely to get along with, and I especially adored working with Gael, who plays Jack. We had, I think we developed a really good rapport, and were able to kind of support each other through the scenes. And he's such an amazing actor. So yeah, it was a bit of a dream. The fact that we were going to get to be on practically built sets was a really big attraction for me in doing the project. It was something that Michael told me about whenever I first had a conversation with him, and he told me that he wanted, like in those old 30s 40s horror movies, he wanted everything to be there and real and tangible, and that was a really big draw for me, because me coming from a theater background means that that's very what I'm used to. I'm used to being able to look actors in the eye. I'm used to be able to touch everything around me, to use the sets, and that's the kind of it's the kind of acting that I like to do. So I was thrilled to hear that, and getting on those sets, it was amazing, because we had this big maze set, and it was that we all kept getting lost in it, and you'd put down your water bottle, and then you'd finish a scene and go back to get it, and you'd realize that you've no idea which end of the space it was at, and we were all just always walking around trying to find where we were supposed to be. So again, it adds to the whole fun of the thing, but it really made performing in those spaces so much more fulfilling. I think what's in store for viewers whenever they watch the special is scary, thrilling, vintage horror, but at the same time, there is real heart to the story. The humanity, I think, of the characters is what is the linchpin of the whole thing, and I think that particularly the connection between Jack and Elsa grounds it in a real humanity that I think is really beautifully told. So yes, it's horror and it's scary, and I hope that people are scared by it, but I also hope that they come away moved by it.